my 8th graders. Today we're going to talk about writing equations using slope and a point. So our essential question is, how can you write an equation of a line when you are given the slope and a point on the line? So our first question is, what is the equation of the line, or what is our goal? Well, the equation of the line we all know is y equals mx plus b. And our goal here is to have a number in for the slope and a number in for the y-intercept. So, given just these two things, I need to write an equation that looks like this. I can automatically fill in a slope of 2/3 because the problem here tells me that m is 2/3. I can't, however, figure out my b value until after I graph it. So that's what I'm going to look for on this first problem. So if I graph it, I'm going to start at -6, 1. And I'm going up 2/3 up 2/3. So my y-intercept for this graph is +5. So the equation of my line is y equals 2x plus 5. On my next problem, I know that y equals -3x, and then I need to find my b value. So I'm going to start at 1, -4. And here I'm going down 3 to the right 1, or up 3 to the left 1. And on this graph, I can see that my y-intercept is at -1. So I'm just going to put a -1 here in my equation. Problem number 3 gives us a slope of 1. So if I start at 2, 0 and go up 1 over 1 or down 1 left 1, I have a y-intercept of -2. And on my last graph, I'm starting at 2, 3. And I'm going down 1, right 2, or up 1, left 2. And here it looks like I have a y-intercept of 4. So y equals -1/2 x plus 4. Okay, you can turn your paper over. And we're going to solve a real-world application problem. So the problem says you finished parasailing and are being pulled back to the boat. After 2 seconds, you are 25 feet above the boat. And our rate here tells us that we're being pulled in at a rate of 10 feet per second. So we need to write an equation that represents the height y in feet above the boat after x seconds. So if I were to graph this, I'm going to count up by 5s. So that's my feet, or how tall up I'm gonna go. Here are my seconds. So, after 2 seconds, I'm 25 feet above the boat. And I'm being pulled in at a rate of 10 feet per second. So 1 second before this, I would have been at 35. And 1 second before that, I would have been at 45. So let's write our equation. Y equals something x plus or minus something else. And our slope is down 10 over 1. So negative 10 over 1. And our y-intercept is 45. So that's my equation of my line. Now, at what height were you parasailing? So at 0 seconds, that's when they started to pull you in. So at what height were you parasailing for most of the time that you're above the water? I would say you were at 45 feet in the air. And when are you going to reach the boat? Well, let's see. If we start here at 2 seconds and 25 feet, you're going to go down 10 feet at 3 seconds, down 10 feet at 4 seconds, and down 10 feet at 5 seconds. Now, this would be under the water, so how many seconds would it take you to get down to the boat? Between 4 and 5 would be 4 1/2 seconds. Or 4.5, either one. But make sure we're labeling our answers. In the previous example, you are 35 feet above the boat after 2 seconds. When do you reach the boat? Well, let me grab a different color marker. If we're at 35 feet at 2 seconds, and we're going up 10 over 1, up 10 over 1, we're going to be here at 55. We're parasailing at 55 seconds. But then if we're going down, 25 would be 3 seconds, 15 would be 4 seconds, 5 would be 5 seconds, negative 5 would be 6 seconds. So we're going to cross here. To reach the boat, it would take us 5.5 seconds. Alright, you have 4 practice problems to do to finish up your homework for today. You're gonna start numbers 1 and 2 with the line that you're given, or the point that you're given, and then use your slope to draw your line on your graph, and then tell me the equation. And here, I would suggest drawing a graph. Put your point on, use your slope, and then tell me the equation of the line. Alright, have a great night.